Hello, everybody, and a very warm welcome to this episode of the Golf Clash Showdown. And can we all welcome our guest this week, which is the one and only Jim Bob. How are you doing, sir?
What's up? How's it going, everyone?
Thank you so much
How's it going?
for doing this, Jim Bob. Much appreciated. And the first question I ask everybody, and that is if the people that are watching don't know who you are, could you tell everybody a bit about yourself?
My name's Jim Bob, and I live in New York State in North America. I'm 45 or 46. I don't remember how old. I don't remember how old I am. I got some kids. I play the game a lot, like every day, all day, every chance I get.
Okay, and in terms of the gameplay, then, when did Golf Clash begin for you, and what led you to discovering this wonderful game of Golf Clash? How did it all start?
Well, I didn't really play games on my phone or anything, and I was having a hard time finding something to like occupy myself in between doing things. And I tried a bunch of other golf games, and I'd play like one or two things. I'm like, and I'd delete it, and I'd play another one. I didn't like it, and I'd delete it. And I found this one, and I got interested in it, and that's kind of what got me into playing this one. It was okay, and I liked playing it, and I enjoyed it, so I kind of stuck with the Golf Clash.
Nice. That's about the same with me, really. I think this is the game that I've played for the longest period. I've never had, I've had like crazes where I've played other games, but they've not lasted this long,
Right.
All right, we're going to play our first friendly game. It's going to be on Tour 2. We have both decided to go without wind calculator apps, so we're going purely by feel, which is, going to be interesting. I'm sending you a request now. This is normal rules, so we're just going to play standard friendlies on this one. And then
Okay.
we'll get on to the no move and the dunks a bit later on.
Okay. Sounds good. There you are. It's back when you first started playing and not knowing anything about wind ring systems or anything like that, or apps or any of that stuff to help you out.
That's it.
These are the tours.
We all started there, didn't we? We all started. Right, you're up first then. Oh, we have some headwind.
I'm gonna go one left, three top. Now, what I do normally is when I first started is I would just go half of whatever the wind was. So I would go like 1.2 without using an app,
Yeah.
and learning because of that sand trap that you do need a little tiny left curl after being in that sand trap a bazillion times.
Yeah, nice shot. Very nice.
Thank you.
It's amazing, isn't it, when you go back to these tours that when you started playing the game, that all the memories flood back of mistakes you made.
Yep. Excuse me.
Well, I thought I had the extra mile in the bag. You'll have to excuse the APOC 4. I'll get rid of that for the next one.
I have an APOC too now.
Oh, do you? What level's your APOC?
Level 2.
Nice. There we go. Hopefully we're okay with that one. Is this the one with the funnel? Oh no, this is the long one. I should have packed the Cataclysm.
Right. This is the one that's got like it. If you get, you don't want to like just get onto the green because you'll have an impossible
Oh,
putt.
I know about impossible putts. I had a few of those.
Me too. You learn your lessons,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Now there's planning for you. Look, you got your big dog ready there. If only I'd have thought
Oh
about
yeah.
that.
When I play tour play, that's all I use.
Is it really?
It is.
Wow.
That's all I play with in tour play. No Viper, no Sniper. I have a Sniper level 8 I've never even used on this account.
That's really that's strange actually. But if that's what you're used to or what you like playing with, then absolutely that's great. In fact, I think
Yep.
that would help you because you are going to have an advantage with reading ball guide, and I find this whenever I start a new account. You realize with low level clubs just how lazy you get with ball guide.
Look at the ball guide on that thing.
Yeah. And you suddenly, you play loads of tournaments with clubs that have 4, 4.2, 4.4. You suddenly go down to a club with less than 3, and I really struggle to read what the ball's going to do.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm so reliant on that ball guide.
See, I use the Viper a lot. That's probably my favorite club.
Yeah.
But I look for the second bounces, and then I know whether I have a Viper 4 or a Viper 8, I can still play the same shot as long as I know where that second bounce is supposed to be. Less rings to pull.
Yeah. Okay, if I got a putt that I can do, yeah, I can do this. Oh, can I do this putt? Oh no, it's going to be overpowered, Jim Bob.
Oh, no, I see that. Get in the hole.
Oh, yes. Come on.
Hey, you hit perfect.
That was a bit. That was a bit of a tester.
We've all had that putt before.
We have, yeah. I don't usually hit them perfect either, so I'll take that.
I'll tell you what's hard is the habit of wanting to bring up the app.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Because you're so used to it. Okay, there's that sticky spot right there. Oh, shoot. I do that all the time, too. You grab the ball too quick with your thumb.
Yeah.
It tends to... I'm going to go one ring. Managed to hit perfect. Too much backspin? Yep.
Oh, that's okay. That's not bad. 2.35 I have to beat.
That should be easy.
What long iron do I have here then? Oh, the Goliath. Oh.
Just hit perfect, right?
Easier said than done.
I watched your timing videos. Those were pretty cool.
Ah, thank you, Jim Bob. Thank you. I wish I could kind of be a lead by example on all of my overpower shots. I do think it's helped me, but it's very, very difficult. I don't know what you feel about it as well. Going from one tournament division to another.
As far as what?
In terms of learning, like changing needle speed, is that something you adapt easily to? Or?
Yeah, I don't think it bothers me much. Get in the hole. Nice shot.
Thank you, Jim Bob. Thank you. Right, first one to me. Okay, now on to the next little trio of questions, which is what we call the favourites section. And there's 3, and it's favourite ball, favourite club, and favourite course. So what are yours going to be?
My favorite ball is, I don't know, like I play with the basic ball a lot in tour play. So as far as tour play, I would say a basic ball. Tournaments, I like the Navigator because of the wind resistance. And Viper, obviously, is my favorite club. And what was the other one?
Favorite course.
Oh, boy. I kind of like Tour 7. I was afraid to get into it when I first started it, but now I kind of enjoy it now that I figured it all out.
So we're looking at what, the Kohong or something like that?
Right, yeah. Those are fun. I like all the courses. Having multiple accounts, all in different spots, it's nice so that you're not playing the same tour all the time. To switch it up so I can play a Tour 5 or a Tour 6 or a Tour 8, and kind of mix it up. If I get bored of one, I can just switch accounts and go to a different tour play.
Yeah, so that keeps the game a little bit fresher for you then, doesn't it? So what's the highest tour that you're in with your accounts? Because you've got quite a lot of accounts, haven't you, Jim Bob?
I have 15 accounts.
Wow.
Yep. And right now, I just started getting into Tour 9. So I'm dipping in and out between 8 and 9 with it based on my bankroll.
I think that's a very good strategy when when you're into a new tour. Just play the odd game. That's what I used to do on mine. Play one or two, then drop down for a bit, and then play a couple more, and then gradually get used to it. It's a very good system there.
And I don't use any guides or anything like that. I think the fun of the game is figuring it out for myself.
Yeah,
So, like learning the shootouts. If I keep missing to the left, I know I need to change my percentage or my lineup for the next time I play that hole. And I like learning and figuring it out on my own instead of looking at guides.
yeah.
So that seems to help me out a
I
lot.
think ultimately you learn more that way as well.
Right.
You learn the same with learning a language, isn't it, or a different skill.
For
Subconsciously,
sure.
you will make the tweaks or make a mental note of what you need to change. So I think that is going to ultimately increase your course knowledge of the entire game. To be honest.
It does. It helps a lot, I believe. It's nice to have an idea. Like I watch a lot of streamers. So I kind of pay attention to, okay, well, they're playing this at 30% elevation or they're playing it at 10% elevation. Um, I know there's some shootouts in Tour 7 where people are playing, 30% or 20%, and I'm playing the shootout at 70% every time. But it works for me.
That's it, and that's what I always say to people in chat. If something is working for you and it's different to what's working for somebody else, don't change it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
Now, are you ready for our next friendly? It's on. It's going to be Tour 3, so we have either Sakura Hills or Namhe Cliffs. So I'm going to send you a request over. And again, this is just like normal tour play.
Okay. How long have you been playing for?
I started in 2018, and I was in China at the time. I was doing a 27-week tour of China, and spending a bit of time in the hotel room, and I was just browsing Facebook and an advert for the game popped up. And I thought, oh, well, this looks okay. We had 5 or 6 hours until we were working that evening, so I downloaded it, and then I just never stopped playing it. I went through the tours, and then it got to tour 5, tour 6, and I noticed everybody was doing a weird thing with the rings and zooming in on the target, and I was like, why on earth are they zooming in on the target? So I went onto YouTube, and then I was struggling with Southern Pines or something. Typed it in, and then discovered the whole YouTube thing. But there's definitely something about the game that it is really addictive, or rather, it was addictive initially. That has caused me to just not stop playing the game.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about it, but I'm probably about the same as you. I think I was in like Tour 4, Tour 5, and I was playing it okay, and I'm like, I wonder if there's any trick shots, like off of a rock or play it off a tree or just doing something weird, big hook shots and stuff. And so I looked up trick shots on YouTube
Mm.
for Golf Clash and found RJTV. And that's how I saw the ring system and all that. And that kind of got me more into the game after seeing that, even. So that's mid distance.
Always going for the big dog rough bump. Wow. Get in. Get in.
Now, do you play the Yellow Rings 2.2?
I don't. I played as two. And I just think it's so. It's just a lot simpler to go with it as two, and the fact that Tommy goes with it as two is reason enough for me not to go with it as 2.2. I just think I have difficulty remembering the number of rings that I'm meant to be pulling anyway, rather than like looking at the calculator and then forgetting, like adding or subtracting 2.2. 0.2. I think it would just confuse the hell out of me.
Right.
Um, right, so
I do like the 2.7. I can do half the red ring and the whole yellow ring, and that would be 2.7.
yeah,
and that's how I do it. But only if it works out to that number. Other than that, I won't use it.
Well, we've both really got that rough bump totally wrong.
It's weird. It's different not using the app.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people use top spin when they're up close like that with their Malibus or their rough irons, and for some reason I just use backspin. I don't know why. Habit. I've always done it that way.
Yeah, absolutely. If that's what you're used to, then that's great. You know, it'll you go with what you're comfortable with. Yeah, nice shot there, save from the sand. Boom.
Thank you.
Let's get a boom on the screen for that one. There we go. There we go. Right.
I just got my Malibu 7.
Good club, isn't it, the Malibu?
Yeah, I love it. I just got my first Cataclysm last week on any account, which was cool.
Yeah, that's another good one. Once you get those unlocked and you can just start, you know, getting the cards assembled. Let's see if I can hit this one perfect. I can.
Nice.
How are we looking? Shootout again.
That's a cool view. It showed inside the bottom of the cup.
Yeah. Right then, what are we going to get then? What are we going to get for our shootout?
I remember when you started music, man.
The road to, yes, beginning a road to glory.
Yep. Oh, this hole.
I totally agree. I absolutely hate this hole.
I'm glad you go first.
I mean, just look at that landing position there. You just move it a little bit, and there's so much variation in that bounce. I mean, you can either go direct at it, or you can go up the hill and roll back down. I'm going to try going direct. This used to be in Tour 10 when I learnt Tour 10, the Namate Cliffs, and there's always one shootout in tour play in a particular tour that you don't want to see, and this was it. This was the hole.
Yep, and that's the one you'll get the most because you don't like it. What do you got?
Oh!
What do you got? Get in. Get in. Oh,
that is so unlike me, honestly. I thought I'd be like 5 yards away.
I guess I need a hole-in-one here then.
Hole-in-one with a big dog.
Yeah. You learn to go away from the trees, which way to turn because of being able to do your rings. So I'm just going half the wind. Managed to hit perfect, so we'll see.
There we go. Get in. Oh.
Not a bad attempt with a big
Not
dog.
bad that at all. I would take that. It was a good shot. That. Well done. Well done.
Yeah, that would win most.
Yeah, it would.
It
would on this hole. Under 2 yards is excellent on this one, especially with the big dog. So. Very nicely done there. Now we're going to talk a little about your streaming. Now, how did you get into streaming? Because obviously you're a relatively new player of the game.
Right.
So how did all of that come about? Was that something you always wanted to do after seeing streamers for the first time?
Not right away. It wasn't. I started watching Toasty also. Loved watching him play, following him. The people in the chats in the community and how everybody was with talking and helping and stuff like that. And I was really nervous at first, but I was like, I think it would be fun to try to do it. And once I did it the first time, I was like, I really like this. And I didn't really care about subscribers or who was watching or anything like that. I just thought it was fun being able to communicate and talk with people while I was playing. And I think that's what kept me into wanting to keep streaming, you know. And then as I've grown, I think I'm only like 20 away from 500 right now. I never thought I would even get to that, but um, that's kind of like why I started streaming. Um, was just because of being able to talk, and I seen how much everyone was helping. Well, do this or do that or figure this out, and to me it was fun, and I liked the banter back and forth and stuff. Um,
Yeah, it certainly helps like
that's what I
that
like about
social element to it, isn't it? Which is, you know, an extension of playing traditional games, I suppose, if you like, for talking about board games or other games where obviously it's multiplayer games is a bit easier, but you know when it's just you in a tournament, it's nice to have some backup, isn't it? And some people on the chat to help you through it, and like you said, you can learn a lot. Now, in terms of real life, any of your family, real life friends, do they know that you stream? Do they watch you stream?
Oh yeah, my kids come in and hang out in the chats and stuff when I'm live. My parents, I have 4 or 5, 6 friends that come into the chats that are from here, my local area, and a couple of them have actually started playing and have joined in the clans that I'm in and stuff like that. Um, they thought it was weird at first because I was in my room and I had my door shut, and like, who the fuck is he talking? Sorry, my language, but they were like, who's he talking to? And you know, they open the door and I'm talking to my computer. So it was a little weird at first, but now they're used to it, you know.
Yeah, that's it. And the more you do, you get used to it. And it is weird, isn't it? You just sit there and basically talk to a screen, but the interaction you get back it is wonderful. Now, the next question, before we go on to the realms of no move target, is that, and I think I know what your answer is going to be, but I'm going to ask the question anyway. Your most memorable moment on stream, what would it be?
Well, you have to obviously know what it is, but when I got my first ever gold banner was absolutely amazing. It was in the Grand Forest tournament, and I believe I shot like 35 under, and that was the best I'd ever done. And I went bananas. Like it hit me so hard in my heart and my stomach. Like I couldn't believe that I had actually accomplished getting to the top of my bracket to win a gold banner. And it was absolutely amazing. And I think it was, I don't know, a couple of days later, but I think it was GC Adrian, and he had sent something to Tommy. And at the end of one of Tommy's streams, Tommy played my reaction to me winning my gold banner, and that meant a lot to me. I thought that was really cool of Tommy to do. Um, he's like, and that's what the game is about. That's why we play, to have fun, enjoy it, you know, the excitement of it. Why do something if you don't enjoy it? So I would say me winning my gold banner was probably my most memorable moment of streaming.
Yeah, I do remember that. In fact, I remember that tournament well because it's when I got my expert gold, the very same tournament, Sequoia Creek and Eagle Peak, wasn't it? Um,
Yeah,
so I do remember that very well. But I love the reaction. So yeah, it's nice to think back to that. To be honest.
I've watched it. I've watched it back, and I kind of laugh at myself. I'm like, I think I was like almost crying. Like I was in tears. I couldn't believe, like, over a game, how excited I was and happy I was to get. And everyone was there. And I remember seeing the chat when I clicked on it, and it showed that I had gotten first place, and the whole chat just lit up with people behind you, happy for you. And it just meant so much. I mean, I'm just talking about it, and it's giving me goosebumps, you know?
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Excellent. Now, game number 3 is when we do no move target. Have you played any no move target before?
I have not.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's self-explanatory, and we just basically play wherever the target is. So we can't move it. We can't adjust for rings. We have to compensate, you know, in the shots we take, whether it be curl, hitting deliberately good or great. So should we give it a go? Are you happy to do that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's go then on to tour. We'll do tour number 2.
And can we do spins?
Yeah, you can do spin. As long as you don't touch that target, you're fine.
Okay.
Now, I'm not particularly good at this, but it's good fun and it's a good educational tool.
I've watched other streamers and people do the no move target and stuff, so that's I can switch clubs,
You can
right?
switch clubs, yeah.
There, we'll bring out the APOC. Of course, we would get this hole again, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
This is probably one.
this drive's not too bad. The second shot could be interesting. I can't even remember where it puts the target.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It puts you in the tree. Your ball guide's in the tree, I think.
Oh, I wanted to hit great left and I hit perfect. Isn't that always the way?
Of course, right? I think the other thing that I've done since we started is, and I can't even believe what it's turned into, was me and Dale Appleby were just talking amongst each other. Yeah, see, it aims you right in the tree. Oh boy. Hmm. I don't know if that'll work. Nope, I hit the tree.
Oh. Right, let's see what I can do here. What can I do with
And
this?
we started the free clashers. I started the free clashers because of me and Dale Appleby. We're going to do like a little friendly competition with. We'd start a new account, and we were going to go into the tournament and see who could do the best in the tournament, just between me and him. And all the people in the chat wanted to be part of it. They were all like, "Yeah, let's do that." So we started free clashers, and now we got like 35 streamers, and the other 15 are all people from the chat. So everybody knows everybody
Oh, that's great. That's really good.
in free clashers, and they're all free to play accounts. You're not allowed to spend any money on them. So of course it puts me right on the collar of that thing. I'm going to get a kick off that lip. 2.3. It's going to put me there. I'm going to just use some left curl. Just try to get it on the
Yeah,
green.
that's it. Yeah, good shot.
I'll take that. That's not bad. Yeah, and we started free clashers, and I mean, some of the names that are in free clashers is unbelievable. We got Peter Johnson and Angles Dan and Dale and Rockwood and Corks, and there's just so many people that are in here. Ingrid, Solus, Dads, Doug, Pebbles, Baby M, Jack, Waiter, Aristotle is the king, Flappy, Wreck for Life, Mustang is Santos, Keith Anderson, Dumas, Rug Rider is Todd Jacks.
Great.
And he actually took his free Clashers account into Masters in the Mini. Todd
Yeah,
did.
excellent.
It was unbelievable.
It looks like we're going to shoot out here, actually. I missed my Endbringer. Not that I thought I was going to get it in.
Now, do you prefer the Endbringer over the
I
Rapier?
do. As soon as I get to Endbringer level 1, I switch it out. Even if I have the Firefly, I'm terrible with that club. I'm absolutely terrible with the Firefly, and it's all a mental thing. It's like I just know I have poor accuracy on the Firefly, and it just makes me hit great shots because I'm conscious
Is
of
it the
hitting
needle
great.
speed?
Also, if it's a rookie, it's the needle speed.
The needle speed, right?
So for me, it's as soon as I get Endbringer 1, I'm making the switch.
Oh, this one's going to be tough. No move
Oh,
target.
and I go first as oh gosh.
You have a lot more backspin than I do.
Right, how much do we underpower this then? Let's try here.
I'm almost at my 1 year anniversary of starting to play. Almost.
Nice. It's gone quickly.
My first ever tournament was the spring major, and I entered pro on accident
Oh gosh, I think we've all done
and got
that.
a flapper.
Did you?
Go ahead.
Now, what was I going to say? Yeah, so I mean, like 1 year and 15 accounts. That's some going, Jim Bob. I think that's just signifies how much you enjoy playing the game.
Yeah, I love the game. Sit, 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 sit. I didn't even see how far you were.
Nor did I.
So it's redemption time for the new tournament coming up.
Yeah, you're looking forward to it.
I'm looking for redemption, and I will be playing it in pro.
Nice, nice, nice.
So
All right then. So you've been playing, as you said, about a year. So in that year, what has been the best change to the game or development that Playdemic have made? Is there anything that stands out for you as being quite significant in that year that you've been playing?
good or bad?
Let's look at let's do both. Let's do one good, one bad.
Okay. I think the positive part of the game is I think it's bringing a little bit more competition to the tournaments, to where all these people that have 10, 15 gold banners are actually having to play against other people who have 10 or 15 gold banners as far as the bracketing system goes. Instead of you have someone that has 10 gold banners playing against 99 other people who've never had one.
Yeah.
I think it brings more fair competition to the brackets. Are the brackets correct? I don't think so. I think they still need to do some tweaking and stuff on those. But as far as a positive, I think it's giving more opportunity to lower level players going against the same, I guess I wouldn't say skill level, because like someone like me with multiple accounts, obviously I can do better in a tournament than someone who only has one account and only has one look at the tournament. So I do like the new bracketing systems. I think it needs tweak a little bit, but I think it brings a little bit more fair competition, because there's people who've had never missed a tournament before with, like I said, 10 gold banners that actually have to play against tougher opponents now, because they're playing against other people with the same amount of skill level as themselves, and they're not making the weekend now.
Yeah, very true.
You
Very
know,
true.
so
A negative change.
the balls with all the boosts,
Okay.
I think they're unnecessary, like topspin boosts and backspin boosts and all that stuff. Don't get me wrong, I use the balls. I have a couple accounts that I do buy the ball packs on, and I have used those balls. But I think the ones that have the top spin boosts and the back spin boosts and stuff like that are unnecessary. I think they need to get rid of those boost balls.
Yeah,
I mean, you take a Horizon, for example, that's only got one backspin, and you put a backspin boost onto that makes that Horizon level 4 a Horizon level 8.
Yeah, it does. It does up the stats a bit, doesn't it? I was not too impressed with the boosts when they came out, but like you, I've used the odd one. But the other thing about them is that having all these now different combination of stats means that when you're looking to get, say, a Win 5 Power 1 Side Spin 3, those are going to become less available because they've got so many other stat balls. So if you suddenly find yourself needing a certain stat premium ball, you're probably going to have to wait longer for them to come out now because they've got so many permutations of stats.
Right. Like a side spin 5 ball. Like I've never used any of it. Like even with a side spin 5 ball, I might still only use 3 side spin. I haven't found a spot to where I needed it.
Yeah. Now I'm going to throw an extra question at you now. Actually, you are a real life golfer. How long have you played real golf for?
Oh boy. Um, well, I started doing sand traps for Jack Nicklaus, the pro golfer, on all his design golf courses all over the United States. So I've traveled all over the United States on his design golf courses. And that's kind of what got me into playing real golf because I would just mess around, while we were working or wasn't working. I would start to play because some of the other guys played. And now I play in the New York State Amateur Tournament. I play every day when it's nice outside. When the weather's permitted, I play every day, real golf
So, what
outside.
year were you doing the sand trap stuff? Then that's fascinating. I had no idea that you
Oh
did
my,
that.
that was like 25 years ago, something like that. My oldest daughter's 27, so and she was like 2 or 3 years old when I was doing that.
Wow, that's fascinating work. Then, did you enjoy it?
It was amazing. The places that I've been to: Salt Lake City and Vegas and Reno and Muirfield, Ohio, and I was in Phoenix, Arizona for 2 years. I did like 10 golf courses right there. Florida, West Palm Beach, Virginia, just Tennessee. We got to travel a lot,
So,
which was really
they were
awesome.
all courses that he designed. Then, is that right?
Yes, they were all his design golf courses, and all I did was the sand bunkers. So, like Superstition Mountain, which is in Mesa, Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. I was doing the sand traps on that golf course before they even had grass on the golf course, and they were building it.
Wow. And
And
how did all of that work come about then? Was it an extension of what you did anyway, or did you know somebody, or
I was living in Florida, and my best friend lived right across the street from the sand specialist place, the guy that was affiliated with Jack Nicklaus. And they were just looking for laborers, and they were working in West Palm, and they just needed a hand. And I was like, sure, I'll go and help out. And the next thing you know, within like 2 months, I was a foreman, and I was running my own crew and all that stuff. So um, that's how I got into it. It was just being at the right place at the right time. Made great money. It was
and
amazing.
saw a lot of places then and did the touring thing, which is great, you know?
I drove all the equipment out to the places too, so I got to drive and see all the scenery and all that kind of stuff too by taking the equipment through all these places like Dead Man's Curve, which is in Utah, um, and going all the way across Texas is 889 miles from east to west. Just getting to see and do all those things was awesome.
And did you meet Jack Nicholas then when you were doing that work? Was he quite involved with that?
I've met Jack Nicklaus once. We were down in the sand trap, and he came by, and he was actually with Jim Kelly, and they kind of just looked over, waved, and said hi. Like, I've never like actually had a conversation, but they were looking and just checking things out and saying hi. Um, but to actually personally conversate with him, I had not.
But still, I think that's pretty incredible, though, just to kind of have him pop along and kind of check on the work that you're doing. And now you must be incredibly proud of that. And I actually had no idea that you'd done that. That's absolutely fascinating.
It was awesome. We did Muirfield, Ohio, where they have one of the tournaments, his tournaments, and they had us come in just to freshen up the sand traps, and there was a lot of pro golfers practicing because it was on like a Tuesday or something that we were there doing it before the tournament started on Thursday, and seeing like starstruck, um, seeing all the people while you're out there doing stuff, and everyone was always friendly. No one was ever down on you or anything like that. There, they would always say hi and wave or whatever, even though if I didn't even know who they were.
Yeah. So, how many courses do you think you worked on then in that time?
Oh, 50, maybe 60 different courses.
Wow. That's seriously impressive. Absolutely wonderful, Jim Bob.
It was a great job, super easy. I made $1,000 a week salary, and I was 18 years old.
Wow, incredible. Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for sharing that. I've really enjoyed hearing about that. And that's one of the lovely things about doing this and involved with the communities, you meet, or we meet virtually, people we would never meet in real life. I mean, and I've travelled as a musician, but we're notorious that like musicians, we just know other musicians, and when you're out doing 8 shows a week in wherever it is in Europe or China or Hong Kong or wherever, you don't actually meet anybody locally. You just go out there, you do the shows. We're touring as a company, and very, very rarely do you meet. Maybe you keep in touch with a member of staff at the theatre, but in terms of people from other walks of life and that have done different jobs and unusual things, it's really, really interesting. Really interesting.
I enjoyed it. I would go back and do it again right now if, like, I knew if it was even still going.
Absolutely brilliant. All right, game number 4. Now it's time for some dunks. So
Okay.
I think we will go to tour number. Now I'm just thinking about greens because we may have to put off the green. Let's go to tour number 4. This
Okay.
could be interesting. So we basically got a. It doesn't matter what club you're dunking with, but we've got a hole out with a dunk. So wedge, thorn, or whatever.
Okay. And we can use our app now, right?
You can use the app if you want. Yeah.
For a dunk, we might need them. I'll try it with no app. I'll try doing it with no app. All right, what course is this?
Oh, this is not too bad actually. This is not too bad. You can move the target. Let's just to have that on record.
Okay.
Makes it slightly easier.
I'm actually going to go with one backspin here. Little power slice.
Look at that. What an absolute belter of a drive that was.
It's playing it and not making it a lot. That's how you figured that out. Usually you slap on all the top spin and send it, and like I learned I need backspin on that shot.
Yeah. Now let's see if I can get into short iron range on this one. Ooh, I don't know. We'll see.
We're about in the same spot. All right, no app. Let's see. Should be in thorn distance. Nope, backbone. Perfect. Right at min distance too. That looks good. So I'm just going to go 2 rings. How well is this going to go?
Long iron dunks are not my speciality. I don't think I've ever made one.
No?
But then again, I don't know if I've ever tried it. Oh!
That was
a close one. That was a good effort.
I've already got my 100 dunks on this account.
100 dunks? So you've been taking those with wedges then?
I just, wherever. If I'm in the sand and I'm up by the green, I usually go for a dunk. I was trying to get the achievement, so I dunk everything.
Right, I'm taking a guess here. Oh, well, a great's not going to... Not with the Goliath. That's not going to threaten the cup. Oh,
that was a double great.
That was terrible. Oh, dear.
All right. Let's see.
Now, are you going to go for this, or are you going to play kind of tactically and just chip out to the fringe?
Oh, no. I'm
going for it
right from here.
You're going for it.
That looks pretty good. I'll go a third of the wind because I'm so close.
Perfect away. Get in. Yes. Boom. Where's the boom? Come on. Where are you?
Boom, baby.
Well, Streamlabs doesn't. There we go. There's the boom. Right. Have I got to get this? This is to draw then. Oh.
You can make it.
If in doubt, go one ring. That's my motto. No.
I just remember, like I said, playing back when I first started and having so many accounts and having to play all these tours over and over again with no app, no slide overs, no nothing like that. I know if I'm close, I go a third of the wind. If I'm back farther, I go half the wind. If I'm back a little bit more, then I need to go 3/4 of what the wind is. And that's how I kind of did it before I had a app.
Yeah, it's a very, very good system, that. Okay, on to my my last question now. Before I do that, actually, a reminder to everybody watching, if you aren't subscribed to Jim Bob, please go over and throw him a sub. His link to the channel is in the video description down below. Awesome content, absolutely awesome. So do go and support Jim Bob if you've not checked him out already. Get yourself over
Much
there.
appreciated, Ben.
Very, very
I appreciate
welcome.
that.
Very welcome. Okay, one piece of advice now that you're allowed to give Golf Clash players in general. What's it going to be?
Have fun. Don't take the game seriously. Have fun. If you don't enjoy it, you're putting too much pressure on yourself. Have fun. Don't let the game discourage you if you don't make a shot or if you don't do good. Enjoy playing the game and have fun. That would be and hit perfect.
Yeah. Thanks, Jimmo. Excellent answer. There is a final game request coming your way. We're on tour 4 now, and it's back to normal rules. Game number 5.
This has been good fun.
Thank you so much for your time. And yeah, it's been great. You know, I like hearing other people's thoughts about the game, and it's nice to play a few friendlies. You know, the score and the games. It's just a bit of fun, you know. Oh, we have nice. I'm gonna go for that. Look.
Oh yeah, send it when.
Yeah.
For sure. Now, do you ever zoom in on the boats and stuff?
Don't think I've ever zoomed in on the boats. Is there anything to see?
I'm always doing it. I'll check out the houses. I'll go into the windows, the water mills, and all that stuff.
I just forgot. I should be taking a shot here. Is this distraction techniques here? You're trying to get me to time out.
The object is to get set up first, and then you have time to go around and look around. Then all you have to do is just hit. Get up there. No. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, that's totally my own doing. Totally my own doing.
All right. I'm going to use the extra mile just because I have a little bit more than I would with the APOC.
Very sensible.
Right,
very sensible. Perfect shot. That's what you want. That's what you want. This could be on the green. Oh, just clip the rough.
No, yep, clip the rough a little bit. That's okay. It's safe.
What am I going to have here then?
Opposite wind.
No, that's not going to go. I'm going to have to play here then.
I did get a gold banner in the 4th anniversary tournament in pro.
Did you? Well done. Well done.
I did. Yep. With this account. Tier 1, but...
Still got to be consistent, haven't you, to win?
Gold's a gold.
Yeah.
I'll take it. And then I got a flapper in the major, so... That was disappointing with this account, because this is our free-to-play account, so...
Very interesting doing the free-to-play thing, though, isn't it? Just see how far you can get and how limited you are by it, and... got to be quite disciplined to stick to that. I'd be terrible with that, you know.
So this is min distance. So I'll go half the wind. See if it works.
Nice shot, get in.
Yep, it worked.
Boom. Look at that then. Very nice indeed. Great shot, Jim Bob. It's you
Thank you,
pulled a
sir.
couple back there. 3-2. 3-2.
That's fair match. Fair
I
match.
took the lead early on, but you just come out with the goods there on the last couple. So very, very well done. And I mean, it's not about the score anyway. It's all about just having fun and hanging out with some different people, which is what we enjoy.
Yeah, it's so much. It's so much fun. And this clan, like I said, I can't even say as much about this clan, but there's just like everyone that's in this clan, we all know. They're streamers, they're people in the chats. Every person that's in here, we know.
Nice, that's good. It's nice social thing, isn't it? Which
It
provides a little bit
is.
of added interest, and I think it all makes you try a little bit harder as well when you're playing for the clan, and you want to do well for everybody else. It's a nice team effort, isn't it? Then
It is. It is. It's definitely fun, and we're beasts. Everyone does so good, and everyone's been really good with keeping it free to play. We can't. You get one golden shot. You can't buy any ball packs. You can't any of that stuff. Um, I'm hoarding my gems, so if I need balls, that's what I use my gems for is balls. I don't upgrade any clubs with my gems or anything like that on this account.
nice, nice. Well, listen,
Try to do all the season stuff.
that's good. That's good. Well, thank you very, very much for your time and for agreeing to take part in the Showdown series.
Thank you for the invite. I appreciate it very much, Ben. You're one of my favorite streamers to watch. I love everybody. Thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you hit the thumbs up for
There
Ben.
we go. There we
Uh,
go. So I will say goodbye and look forward to seeing the viewers sometime soon. And I will hand over to you, Jim Bob, to say your goodbyes as well.
all right. Thanks everybody for being here. I enjoyed being here, hanging out with Ben and playing some friendlies and going through some questions and some talks. Um, have fun on the golf course, play well, and don't put too much pressure on yourself.
There we go. Cheers, guys. Bye for now. Bye bye.
See ya. Bye.